The Rome Symphony. Learn more right after this.
Good one, son.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing.
Wow! I'm so proud of you, son.
And then we went on Thunder Shark.
That was awesome! Let's go again!
3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Oh, not again.
Welcome to Community Watch. Greg,
Doc,
how you doing?
fine, fine.
Good.
Excited about one of your shows.
Why do you say that?
Because you are a music person. I mean, really, I'm very limited in my music range of listening. Yeah. And you always manage to slip me a CD or something new. But so I know you appreciate music.
Well, we have real experts on the show today. I'm really not, but okay, I'll accept it from you. But
yes,
we've got some folks that really know what they're talking about today.
Well, good.
So they're going to join us after the break. We have several folks who are going to be part of a concert coming up from the Rome Symphony. So we'll hear all about that and get some information generally about the symphony, which is doing a real push this year. Well, they do a push every year, but they're doing a real push this year to try to get donations and folks to hear the great music they give us. So stay with us. We'll be back with our guests to talk about Rome Symphony, what they have coming up really soon. So don't go away.
I'm transferring to the University of West Georgia.
Columbia University.
Kennesaw State.
UGA.
Loyola University in Chicago.
Grambling State.
Shorter University.
I'm going to Greensboro College, and we all got our start at Georgia Highlands.
No matter where your educational journey takes you, you can get your start at Georgia Highlands College. Georgia Highlands College. Enroll, engage, excel.
Welcome back to Community Watch, and we're thrilled to have with us today Joe Salter and Mandy Smith. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the show, I guess I should say.
Thank you.
So I guess give us a little information about the event that's coming up. And
all right. Well, I'm Joe Salter. Good to see you guys again. I'm the chorus director at Rome High School, and we were very privileged to be invited by Dr. Pryor, the conductor of the symphony, to sing and perform a major work with the symphony for this holiday season. And we will be singing the Christmas portion of Handel's Messiah. And 3 of the 4 choruses at Rome High, the Advanced Women's Choir, the Advanced Men's Choir, and the chorale, the Advanced Mixed Choir, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, will be the chorus. So there are about 130 of us, and we'll make a big sound, and the kids will get to experience what it's like to sing with a symphony, and they'll be the chorus part of that, and there will be professionals who sing the solos. So,
well, we talked about, I think we talked about this when you were a guest previously, about why we hadn't done more on the show and weren't more aware of what was going on at Rome High School. So I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad we can talk about this a little more. That's a huge number of students.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Yeah, the choral program is strong and thriving and large. And in fact, just Saturday we had all-state chorus auditions, and we had over 50 students who auditioned and did quite well to possibly be in the all-state chorus. And Mandy is a senior at Rome High, and she is going to be singing in the concert, and she also auditioned for all-state. Great student.
Let me ask you a question, Joe.
Sir.
So, for the students to have this opportunity, how rare is it for students, I guess, because I'm quite sure school choirs participate in a lot of activities, but this one with Dr. Pryor, is this rare? Yeah. This kind of opportunity?
I would say this is very rare. Now, choristers, if they continue to sing throughout their lives in church choirs or college choirs or whatever, they're going to sing the Messiah at some point, or even in a community chorus. But I don't think I had sung the Messiah at 17, 18, and I definitely hadn't sung with a professional orchestra. So here we are in Rome, Georgia, and these kids have this unique and awesome opportunity. And yes, it is quite rare for them.
So Mandy, how long have you been involved with the chorus at the high school?
At the high school, I've been in the chorus all 4 years. This is my first year in chorale.
And what is help me understand what that means? Because that sounds like a Western term. Yeah.
It's the advanced mixed choir. So instead of it being all women's voices or all men's voices, it's men and women, and they're the better singer. Well, not better, but they're.
You can say better.
Well, they have experience.
It's the varsity team.
Yeah, basically.
So the better singers.
Yeah.
You have to audition to be accepted.
So it's an honor. It's not like anybody can be in there.
And mostly upperclassmen in that group. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, are you comfortable with public performance by now?
Oh yes, I love it.
Yeah. So I assume your experience singing didn't start in 9th grade.
Oh no, sir.
So you've been at it in various ways for quite a while.
Yes, I was in the middle school choir, even before then church choirs.
So you're a veteran.
Yes, sir.
So for you, this event coming up with the symphony, is that still a big deal, even though you've done so many different things?
This is definitely an honor, especially to sing with the Rome Symphony Orchestra and the whole chorus. Very rarely as chorale do I get to sing with like the other choruses. So this is a very big honor.
Yeah. And you'll have to explain to me, well, you have to explain to me a lot, but
to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
since the symphony is not present with you to practice, how do you get ready for that? I mean, because how many times will you get to rehearse with the symphony before the actual performance?
Believe it or not, just once.
So wait a minute, actually, so that's really your job, isn't it?
Yeah. I have to get the students prepared and ready for this, which is a big undertaking. We've been working on this for maybe 10 weeks now, something like that. You know, we started Christmas music early.
Right.
We start celebrating Christmas and the holidays and way
Christmas,
before Halloween.
Well, Christmas tree's been in the store, so you're
right.
not alone. Yeah.
So I think we beat the big stores to to that. To answer your question, we will have several hours of rehearsal with the symphony on the Saturday prior to the concert. But we're talking about musicians coming in from Atlanta and elsewhere, and you know, they don't get that many. They don't have a weekly rehearsal or a daily rehearsal like we do. So we have the opportunity to meet with them the day before and get it all together. So students have to be prepared. They have to be ready, and you know, he's going to be counting on them to not only know the notes and the rhythms, but to have a musical performance. He doesn't have a lot of time to spend. It's basically getting it lined up with the orchestra. So there's a lot of responsibility on our students.
I would think that would be a dramatic difference to perform, to sing, or rehearse in front of those musicians than all that time without. Mm-hmm. So it's, I mean, I'm not sure how you go about doing it, but that must be a challenge to get the students ready for that kind of dramatic change.
I think there are about 7 choruses in the Christmas portion of the Messiah, and what we did was we would assign a different chorus each week, and we would cumulatively build on, and we'd learn this piece for the week, and the next week we'd add a second piece, and go back and work on the first piece along with the second piece until eventually we knew everything. We were even singing the Hallelujah chorus at the end.
Yeah.
And the kids knew that one already, so that was a little bit of a head start.
So Ms. Smith, let me ask you, so as a veteran, being in the chorus, so do you look forward to the challenge, though? I mean, because as Dr. Herschel was saying, the challenge and the pressure, but as a senior and someone that's been in chorus for like 4 years, do you look forward to the challenge?
Oh, definitely. It's what makes you a better singer and what makes it more enjoyable. The challenge is fun.
Because I'm thinking, as you know, I don't sing, but I'm thinking, you know, for a student, it's a lot of pressure, but, you know, that opportunity, you know, like any other sport or any other competition, is that, you know, it's that competition preparing for that big day. That, you know, that some people, you know, rise to the occasion. So, you know, I can see some of the students really being excited.
Yeah, I tell them that the more prepared they are, the more special the event is going to be. And that goes for any concert or any festival. You know, if they've done the work beforehand, then you have a better opportunity of having a real special moment for the performance. And I think this is going to be one of those times.
So are you planning to continue your singing into college?
Yes, sir. I do love singing in a choir, especially.
And I'm just curious if this is something you're serious enough about. I mean, are you thinking about this as a major, or are you going into this, or is it just something that's going to be part of your life always?
I hope it's always a part of my life. I may not major in it necessarily, but I do love music and I'd love to continue it in some way.
Or you applying for American Idol, or whatever, The Voice, or...
Maybe.
That's good.
It's not too far out there.
Well, maybe we'll be able to see you there as well. So during a typical year with the chorus, how many performances do you do?
Well, we have a full calendar of events throughout the year. We will sing, you know, our big first concert is really our Christmas or our holiday concert. Then we additionally have this performance with the Symphony. We'll be singing for the Floyd Hospital Christmas tree lighting ceremony. I believe that's on Monday the 1st. We'll sing for that, and then many events in the spring. I mean, once you hit November, it's just pretty constant where we're always working towards something. 10, 15 performances.
And that would be with the various...
Yeah, large groups, small groups, you know, there's always something on the calendar. We're always working towards something.
And do y'all have a signature event? And the reason I ask that, because as a Morehouse man, I know you attend, you know, the Morehouse Glee Club has this annual Christmas event, and I know if you're not there early, you don't get in. So do y'all have like one of those signature events that every year, regardless of the students, everyone knows this is happening every year?
Yeah, the winter concert and the spring concert are always packed. In fact, this year, we're going to combine with the band for our winter concert at Rome High School on December the 9th, Tuesday, 6:30. And we won't even be able to fit in the auditorium. We'll have to do it in the gym, in the gymnasium. And that one will be packed, and it'll be a great concert. Just 2 days after the Rome Symphony concert.
So a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be on a roll by then.
We will. We like our holiday performances.
And you know, we were talking the last time you were on about another event connected with the symphony. So, has this relationship, is it a fairly new one, or is it gone back for a while?
I would say the Rome High and the Rome Symphony relationship is kind of new. Barb Beninotto being a really good friend of mine, and we go to church together, and I'm the choir director at First Methodist, and so it just kind of works out, you know.
But it seems like it's something that's a really good idea. And something that's
Dr. Pryor is in favor of it, and he's the boss. So if he keeps asking, we will oblige.
Well, we're taking a break here when we come back, we'll be joined by a couple of additional guests and talk more about this event, so please stay with us. We'll be right back.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
Welcome back to Community Watch, and we've been joined now by Nicholas Amon, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Barbara Beninado. Barbara, you're like a co-host at this point.
I know. Like a bad penny, I just keep returning.
In fact, next time one of us can't make it.
Yeah, we just
call it. So we need someone to help host the show.
I'd love to. That'd be fun.
So, Nicholas, what is your involvement in this event? What's your role?
I am also part of the chorale, the top ensemble, and I will be performing in the RSO concert as well.
So you're a veteran singer.
I guess so. I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
See, that smile came on when he said, "Yeah, yeah, you can say that." Yeah.
So have you been active in the chorus since 9th grade too?
Yes, I have. I've been a part of the chorale since I was a freshman.
And what about before? I mean, when did you start singing?
Well, I was in chorus in middle and elementary school as well. Yeah. But when I began singing, I've been singing for as long as I can remember. The earliest I can remember is sitting in the back of my mom's car, jamming out to Backstreet Boys, I think.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious. How a student, what is the trigger that makes a student passionate about something like chorus that has kept you with it, all this time?
That's a hard question to answer. It's different for everybody, but for me, I think it has been my teachers, really. I took chorus in middle school, and Miss Campbell is still the director of the middle school, and she laid the foundation, but the high school has really been where my interest is just sparked with Mr. Salter and Miss Williams, who was the director my freshman and sophomore year. The work that they had us do, and just the inspiration that they give us, just at least for me, is what has inspired me to continue singing.
Well, it's obvious you're proud of what you're doing with that group.
Very.
So I asked Mandy earlier, are you planning to continue through college with this as well?
I am. The university that I have chosen to go to has a choir called the Patriot Choir. It's a very small group of men, and that is what I plan on doing. I don't plan on majoring, but I definitely have to have music in my life in some way.
Well, do we need to let them know you're on the way? Or they know this already?
I'll audition once I get there, but
okay.
that's my
they're going to make you go through that formality.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But Barb, you have, been around the students, and I guess for some aspect from the symphony perspective, you have to love that passion that they have to have young people passionate about music in general.
Most definitely. And that's, I think, a big part of why the community orchestra is here, is to be able to influence that passion and allow them to have a vehicle where they can try something different. Dr. Salter, or Joe Salter, was talking about them practicing with the piano in the rehearsal, and now they're going to step onto a stage with 35 other musicians. Dr. Richard Pryor from Emory University, who is the conductor, and they're going to have a whole different experience. And his job is to take the 100-plus chorus members and the 35 or 40-plus orchestra members and gel that and make that happen. And to see them get involved, it's just just great. I had an opportunity to talk to mothers of preschoolers a couple of weeks ago, and talking to them about their children and why music is important to introduce your kids to it, and see if that's something that they want to, pursue, and then that turns into the passion. And a young man from Barry talked to them also, and he was just passionate about his role in music education. And it was just really great to see. He started out, clapping to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and, like we all teach our young kids, introduce them to those songs, and to see it grow into a passion where they want to do it either as a livelihood or just because it's part of what they have to do in their life is really fun to see.
I'm curious, and you may have this data, you may not, because I do like numbers. But I'm thinking if you educate and have young people involved in music, not just on their iPhone or their MP3 player, but actually have them involved in music programs, that these students are also more likely to be involved later in life in things like the symphony.
Yeah, I don't have any numbers either, but I think you're right. And I think that they also just seem to have a little broader aspect of life in general. They've tried different things. They may be a scientist, but they also have the music. And so I think it just makes for a broader base, somebody who just has a little bit wider range of acceptance of, trying different things too. So I know that when I was growing up, music was a big part. I knew I wasn't going to be a musician, but it was a big part of what I wanted to do. It was that outlet that I needed to get away from the journals that I was reading and the data collecting and things like that, and have something that was kind of completely different. And they do complement each other. I mean, studies have been shown that music along with math and science and technology really complement each other, and you have better students in all of those aspects. So STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math is sometimes now being called STEAM. With putting the arts in there as the A, which is really great to see.
Yeah, well, I'm a STEM guy, but I know people that are STEAM guys.
You better make room for
you just have to just put a little room to put that in.
But what's interesting to me, and what I like about music programs, is because you can listen to music all day long and never really understand the music itself. You can listen, put your headphones on, and I have to give you credit for this. You've helped me to really appreciate different aspects of the music. And I think so many times students are listening to music, but are they listening to the different aspects of the music? So I think a good music program would give them that, that exposure to the different elements of good music.
It does, and I think it also puts them in an environment where they can use other senses. When you're listening to it on your iPad, I mean, you're essentially just listening, you're hearing. But when you're in a live concert situation, there's smells, there's vibration, there's, you really, all of your senses are a part of it. And I don't want people to be afraid to come and say, well, I don't know, and I don't understand music, I don't know what it is. Because I'm not sure what there really is sometimes to understand. But we do want to give people information about perhaps the composer and perhaps some of the information about a piece. So we always have program notes in our programs that tell a little bit of a background about the composer, about this. In the third movement, you're going to hear something. And so that really kind of helps. We did a youth concert not too long ago over at Model Middle School. And Model High School, and we invited children from Rome, Floyd County, to come in and listen to a presentation of Peter and the Wolf. And that was really great. We had a great audience, real well accepted by the teachers and the students. And they also took it back to the classroom and did a little bit of history on Russia. They did a little biography on the Prokofiev, the composer. They talked about science and about frequency and resonance. So they, it ties into so many different applications in your life that it really is remarkable. If you just come and listen, you'll be surprised at how well you can enjoy it. And Christmas music is something that people shouldn't have to be afraid of, because it is something that you hear a lot during the season. So in addition to the Messiah and that Alleluia chorus, they're going to be playing, and the students will not be singing, but the orchestra will be playing Christmas Festival by Leroy Anderson, which is a contemporary piece, and a lot of very festive music, and you'll hear some things that you think, oh, that's from Winter Wonderland, or just different things in there. And then we'll have our traditional carol sing-along also. So it gives a chance for the students and the children that are coming, and the brothers and sisters of the students that are performing on stage, to sing some of the songs that they know and love. And we put the words in the program also, so everybody has the words and sing along.
And the date is?
Sunday, December 7th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Rome City Auditorium. And tickets should be going on sale here. We usually have them on sale about 2 weeks in advance. And we do have several retail outlets around town: Kroger, Living and Giving, and Riverside Gourmet on Broad Street, Mary B. Gallery on Glen Milner, Bussey's Florist, in Cedartown, where you can get tickets. They're always online at the Symphony, romesymphony.org. And you save a little money if you buy them in advance, but they're always available at the door. And we do expect a full house at the Christmas concert. It's one of the things that, in order for us to help market, and it's really nice to have a group of high school students there, and we hope that mom and dad and aunt and uncle, grandma and grandpa, and all the kids will come and hear the concert.
They'll be there.
And sometimes, right, and a lot of times it's the first time for some of the children to be able to be in a live performance situation. And it's remarkable how enthralled they are with the activity that's up there on stage. So,
well, it seems such a natural and positive connection between the Rome High Chorus and the Rome Symphony.
And we try and do different choruses throughout different years. And it just happened that this year and last year, Rome High was involved, and it was a real good collaboration for us. So we'll try and see what we can do for next year.
And this is the middle of your season.
Actually, this is the first concert of the 14-15 season.
Oh, okay.
Usually it starts a little bit late, but because of some financial constraints, we had to take out one concert. And so we did a benefit concert back in September or October, I can't remember now, which was Lux Eterna. And several of Joe Salter's students from Rome High sang in that production also. And it was a very tough piece to learn and to perform, and they were under the direction of John Ratledge, who used to be at Shorter College, now Shorter University. He's at Tuscaloosa. And I got feedback from him saying that they really enjoyed that and really enjoyed having to push themselves and learn something that was completely, not necessarily something that they would ever get a chance to learn in a high school repertoire. So that was really nice. So this is the first concert of our season. We're going to kick it off great, and season tickets are still available for sale, and you're going to not miss out on anything because this is the first of the subscription series. And then we have Berry College will be helping us with instrument faculty and the instruments at our February concert, our March concert. We have an April concert and then a June concert. So I'll be back.
Well, we knew that. We're taking another break here. When we come back, we'll give you the details again about the Christmas concert that's coming up. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change.
Let's go! To the Batmobile. Dang it. To the invisible jet. Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women.
I could use your help. Yeah!
Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We've been talking with Nicholas Amon and Barbara Benato, and earlier Joe Salter and Mandy Smith about the upcoming Christmas concert collaboration between the Rome Symphony and the Rome High School Chorus, which is December 7th, 3 p.m., Rome City Auditorium.
Right.
Tickets are on sale soon, if not already, and go to romesymphony.org for more information. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay. Thank you all for being with us. I guess we'll see you at that concert, so make sure you're there. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time on Community Watch.